Holy moly, it's calendar week 51 already. The year ahead, climate and weather. The good thing about having been writing this newsletter for well over 2 years now, and numbering each one for the calendar week, Kalenderwoche in which it was written, is that I can look back and see what I was up to in years gone by. It seems that one of the biggest leaps forward from last year to this is that I have both new boots and new gloves, which is very nice. At this time last year, we had had 4 weeks of proper winter already, and the digital thermometer had rarely read above 0 since the beginning of December. We have already had a bunch of snow, but during the day the negative temperatures have been the exception far more than the rule. With this idea tracking towards the front of the thought processes, it's time to commit my predictions for the coming next few months of weather. 2023 has been the warmest year. The easiest prediction to make for 2024 is that it will be hotter. The sun is hitting a maximum, the second year of El Niño is always the hotter year, and we have put more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere this year than we did last year. Exactly the same as we've been doing since your grandparents were babies. The more specific predictions are, from next week for a month, it's going to be insanely cold and hard, at least where I am, and most places in Europe north of here. The last day of winter will be March the 16th. At least 1 month next year will hit a global average of 2 degrees of warming. The good thing about putting these down on paper is that if I'm wrong, no biggie. But if I'm right, it looks awesome. And so short term. This week I shall be. As long as the sun shines, I'm bringing logs under shelter to let them dry out a bit before sawing, drying, chopping, drying, bringing inside drying, burning, not dying. Remodelling the office in the loft. Tinkering in the wood shop. I'm very much failing to get the dust extraction system working at the minute. Eating leeks and cabbage and potatoes and beans. Probably. I haven't said anything about COP. My position remains the same, that the only solution to climate change involves the decapitation of the fossil fuel companies. If you want a summary, Dave Borlas, who I have recommended before, does the best job. You can find him on YouTube under the channel Just Have a Think. I just went outside without a hat on to see about getting a photo or two for this newsletter. It's dropped about 4 degrees since I fed the piggies an hour ago. I'm going to get me a cup of tea and stick my head somewhere hot. And lastly, thank you for a great year. I love going back over the comments and reading what we were all up to over the year. Thank you again for reading and liking and sharing. And thank you again to the paid subscribers. You have kept piggies fed all year and bought me boots and gloves. It is very appreciated. Again. Still, there might not be a newsletter next week, at least not on Monday. I think I might delay it a day or two. I like being in your inboxes to start the working week. I don't think I need to be invading your Christmas days. I hope you have a lovely one. Enjoy your feastings, nut roasts all round, and your families, and all, as always, please be excellent to each other. Much piratey love. Your Pirate Ben. XO. XO.